What is up, everybody? It's your boy Nerdicane coming out with another comic book review. This is Exilium numbers 2 and 3. So, as I said in the last video, I took a break from buying comics almost altogether, and it was. I'll do a video on that, how it was, and it should be kind of eye-opening for the comic book industry on just how thin of ice they're on. This is Exilium from Alterna Comics. This is a book you guys should be buying. You guys should be supporting Alterna Comics and the creators of Alterna Comics because they're just the good guy Greg of the comic industry. You know, they just put out, it's an indie publisher. It's in newsprint. I love newsprint. I love the smell of newsprint. You can pick this up. See how dark this is? I can put my finger here and I can leave my finger there for as long as I need to, and then when I lift my finger up, there's no ink on my finger. It's not like a Marvel comic book where this would have smeared black ink across my wall and then like on this white chair and my child would be covered in black ink. It's not like a Marvel comic, but this is creator driven. It's creator created. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said. There it is. All these videos, 100 and something videos, that's the dumbest thing I've ever said. Creator created. But this is like a small print. This is like a craft comic book, and you should be picking this up. As well as Middle West. I got a review of this coming too. Oh man, this book is freaking good. Also, Azure DevOps. You should be learning about the exciting world of Azure DevOps. And I got to read that too for job stuff. But anyway, I left this one off and it actually picks up in the past. It's kind of like you find in these two books, and it's really a cool thing, that there's almost two histories to this. The aliens came to Earth, and there were these people who just would never accept this alien species coming in. They were refugees. They were running from a force that has caught up with Earth, and that's the problem with Earth right now. So it kind of goes here, and it shows you that there's a certain large group of people who would never allow the aliens, but they lost the war. So instead of living in this world that they didn't want to live in, they took ships and all the supplies they needed, and it was part of the contract. It's like, yeah, you can leave. We'll give you ships. We'll give you the supplies you need, but you can just leave. And then the weird thing is they left, and Earth never heard from them again. And that's sort of what her mission is. It's like this desperate mission to kind of make contact with these people. But you see that from this point of view of history, that they were given a choice. And this book goes through, and I'm going to do these kind of quick. This is about the operation. It's sort of a distraction force so that she can get into the shipyard and get a ship capable of going to find the Exilium, the exiles. In this other book, in 3, it's kind of cool because you see the end of the mission, and it goes a little sideways because it turns out the Exilium come and get that ship that they were on, and it's sort of like an onion. This story is it's confusing. It's a little disjointed because it's told in like flashes of this mission going on, this mission going down, and the main character waking up in basically the Exilium ship where those people who left. And it's kind of crazy because she goes out in there. She's a prisoner, but not really a prisoner, and she's just like allowed into the city. And this is sort of like stolen from Halo. It's a little bit. I'm not gonna get on about that. Okay, nobody creates in a vacuum. Leave them alone. She comes across this class, this class of school children being taught, and basically the version of history that they're being taught is that they were not given a choice. So you have these two different versions being taught, and where is it? She kind of brings that up to this dude, who I don't know what his deal is. And he basically just, that old adage that like to the victor goes the spoils, and it's like the people who win the wars are the ones who write history. So they're gonna write themselves as the hero, and it's sort of their different points of view from this book, from the beginning of this book to this book, and you see how there's a separation between the two groups, and these guys seem to live in this technological harmony. That species that's attacking Earth never really caught on to them. It's kind of cool because it even shows more into this. I'm not going to show any more of this because I want you guys to go out and buy this. This is a really good book. Once again, Alterna Comics. These are craft comic books that you should be out buying if you say you want to support comic book creators who don't harass the fans, who don't castigate the fans, you know, who have an ideological blockade on the industry. If you want to make a comic for Alterna Comics, Peter Simeti, he's always taking scripts. It has to, you have to bring him, it's like Image, you have to bring him a finished comic book, and then he'll give the thumbs up or thumbs down whether it works for the brand. But this is a doorway. This is a gateway into the industry, and there's a lot of psychotic pros out there who Peter Simeti's, I guess, not declaring of the Comicsgate people as bigots and racists has sort of put him in the crosshairs of a lot of professionals who say like, oh, no one who works with you will ever work in the end. And that's once again, it's simply displaying just how psychotic the industry has become. So if you're, according to this, I can't remember who did it, but according to this random psycho in the industry, who I believe is just a writer, it isn't really any bigwig with the is an editor or an editor-in-chief. Basically, if you're a creator with Alterna, because Peter Simeti doesn't come out and call a large portion of his customers bigots, that the psycho is never going to work with you. And it's just, once again, it's another example. And we know this. We could do examples of just how psychotic the industry has become over the last few years. But I'm not going to get into that. I want you guys to get into this. I want you to go read this book. 1, 2, and 3 are on stands. Standard Alterna Comics schedule. Every book comes out every 2 months, every other month. But yeah, he always does good books. Middle West is coming next, and I've been putting a lot of time into I actually may do a little video on upcoming indie games and games, to kind of shine a little bit of light on indie games that you guys should be out there supporting and keeping an eye on. But I think that may be one of my new upcoming videos, because I'm starting to get into the indie game scene. I'm starting to create my own indie games. It's just baby steps right now. I'm a programmer, but I'm mostly database, Java, things like that. And that's not, if you know computer language, Java isn't Java isn't a language that games are really written in, because it doesn't do that. It's more C and C++. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hit a like, hit a subscribe. If you know anybody who might like these videos that I do, these little commentary videos, let them know. I could use some subscribers. But thank you for watching. You guys go have a good day, and the weekend's coming up. Go have a good weekend. Bye.